Welcome to the 22nd Annual Atlanta Jewish Film Festival Award Show. Coming to you from Trilith Studios and Stage A at the Georgia Film Academy.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabe Wardell, and it is my honor to once again serve as the jury chairperson for the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival. It's hard to picture that these big empty studios are where the movie magic happens. The Atlanta Jewish Film Festival wishes to recognize the achievements and excellence of these filmmakers. The AJFF jury prizes are deliberated on by a hand-picked panel of industry luminaries, community visionaries, and exceptional film students, all who approach their task with care and thought, ensuring that each film is given due consideration. With that, let's get down to business and award some prizes. The Emerging Filmmaker Prize is awarded to a rising creative talent whose film exhibits exceptional artistry and technique. Here are our 2022 jurors. 6-time Emmy and Tony nominee, a distinguished actress of the stage, screen, and television, Tova Feldshuh. Senior Director of Original Productions at Turner Classic Movies, Scott McGee. And 2021 Georgia State University graduate, Emily Wilson, an emerging filmmaker in her own right. Now, let's have a look at our 2022 Emerging Filmmaker nominees.
Violetta Salama, director of Alegria, a luminous melodrama of tradition and reconciliation. Roman Shumanov, director of Bernstein, a lavish docudrama based on the true story of the heroic Jewish battalion commander. Pini Tavger, director of the finely textured coming-of-age drama More Than I Deserve. Arali Sada, director of Rose, a life-affirming French melodrama steeped in culture and atmosphere. Kaveh Nabatian, director of Sin La Habana, a poetic, multicultural journey of destiny. And the Emerging Filmmaker Jury Prize goes to Pini Tavger for More Than I Deserve.
שמעון! שמעון!
פנחס, מה קרה?
מה קרה? מכניס לילד שלי שטויות לראש. זה מה קרה.
תתרגל, בבקשה, גברת. גרים פה אנשים.
למה אני ארגע?
רגע, יש פה אי הבנה.
אי הבנה. לא, להתערב בעניינים שלא שלך, הבנת? לא, להתערב בעניינים לא שלך.
לא מתביישת?
למה אני מתביישת, לקחת ילד לשטוף מוח.
Hello, this is Tova Feldshuh. Fearlessly directed by Pini Tavgar, More Than I Deserve is a story of new immigrants from the Ukraine, a mother and her son, perhaps aptly named Pinchas, who is preparing for his bar mitzvah. Played by the marvelous young actor Misha Prudovsky, Pinchas is a fragile boy who reveals that the youngest of us may be the biggest of us. This is a beautifully acted story that has the uncanny courage to arouse genuine sentiment without a hint of sentimentality. It's a story of love and acceptance, but without obligations to end well.
Hi everyone, my name is Pini Tavger. I'm the writer and director of the film More Than I Deserve. I wanted to thank here from my son's room to the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival jury for giving me the jury prize. Thank you very much. I also want to thank all the people that watched my film. I hope it touched your heart. And I hope to see you next year or some other time. Shalom from Tel Aviv, Israel. Goodbye.
The Building Bridges Prize is born of AJFF's own mission, formed together with founder and partner the American Jewish Committee. Jurors award the film that exemplifies AJFF's quest to foster understanding among diverse religious, ethnic, and cultural communities. Here are the jurors of this category. American Jewish Committee's Director of Interreligious and Intergroup Relations, Rabbi Noam Marins. Film and television critic, Sharonda Williams. And Robin Turner, a second-year film student at the University of North Georgia.
The films in consideration are The Levees of Monticello, a missing chapter of American Jewish history and the presidential estate of Thomas Jefferson. Neighbors, a poignant coming-of-age drama, deftly blending humor and pathos amid Turkish-Syrian tensions. The Specials, an uplifting French social issue drama based on a true story of those marginalized by society. The Swimmer, the sensual, strikingly filmed drama focused on a young athlete reconciling his sexual identity and Olympic dreams. Wet Dog, the gritty, true story of an Iranian Jewish teenager struggling to earn his place in a Muslim gang. And the winner of the Building Bridges Jury Prize is The Levees of Monticello.
If we take Uriah Levy at face value as a man who supports religious freedom and ignore the fact that he's also a slaveholder, we miss an opportunity to grapple with the distance between someone who, as a Jewish American, who is able to practice his faith largely because of Thomas Jefferson's policies, could also want to disparage other people because of the color of their skin.
The Levees of Monticello compellingly uses the history of Thomas Jefferson's cherished home as a window to examine the history of Jewish and Black Americans. At a moment when racism and anti-Semitism are palpably felt even today, the process of coming to terms with our past resonates powerfully. This well-researched documentary poignantly reveals the parallel but very different stories of the Black and Jewish connections to Monticello.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stephen Pressman, the director and producer of the film The Levees of Monticello. I'm coming to you from my home in San Francisco, and I just wanted to tell you what an honor it is to have been awarded the Building Bridges Jury Prize for my film. I want to thank everybody at the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival for this terrific honor. I'm very proud of my film, which tells a remarkable story of a Jewish family that owned Thomas Jefferson's home, Monticello, for actually longer than Jefferson. It's also a film that talks about the disturbing history of anti-Semitism that runs throughout the course of American history. But I just wanted to tell you what an honor it is to have been awarded this prize, and I feel very privileged to be part of this year's festival, and I just want to thank everybody at the festival for making that possible. Thank you.
The Human Rights Prize is awarded to the film that captures the perseverance of those seeking truth, justice, and equity, even in the face of bigotry and persecution. Our jurors in this category are award-winning writer, director, producer, and founder of the Full Frame Documentary Film Festival, Nancy Bursky. Naomi Kiekohler, director of the Simon Scott Center for the Prevention of Genocide. And Kennesaw State University English major and aspiring screenwriter, Preston Berkwin. And now, our 2022 Human Rights nominees.
Ahed's Ni, a searing indictment of cultural and political oppression. Blue Box, the bold and unapologetic documentary confronting uncomfortable questions of Israel's founding. The Crossing, the magnificently animated tale of sibling refugees seeking solace in a war-torn land. Death of Ziegelboim, the story of an exiled Polish political activist who tried to stir the world's conscience during the Holocaust. And Women of Valor, an extraordinary portrait of courage and gender equality in Israel's ultra-Orthodox community. And this year's Human Rights Jury Prize goes to Blue Box.
אני מביטה על עצמי ומתגעגעת לתקופה הזו, שבה ראיתי רק את היופי, לפני שהתחילו להופיע הסדקים בתמונה. זה היה רק כמה שנים לאחר מכן, כשגיליתי שלסבא שלי יש עוד כינוי. אבי הטרנספר.
For the sensitive and artful examination of a little-known and complex aspect of Israel's history, Blue Box asks us to question narratives in a way that does not diminish anyone's humanity. The filmmaker has effectively challenged herself to explore a difficult family narrative with universal implications. Through personal diaries and powerful archival footage, she forces a generational reckoning regarding the displacement of Arab populations. This is a film that should be seen.
Hey everyone at the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival. My name is Michal Weitz and I'm the director of Blue Box. I'm sending you this message from Tel Aviv. I was so excited to hear that Blue Box won the Human Rights Jury Award. It is such a special award and it means a lot to me, so thank you. I wish to thank the jury and I wish to thank the festival's great team. And above all, I wish to thank the audience who came to the theaters and watched Blue Box. I wish I could be there with you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Short films offer an opportunity for filmmakers to explore their creative voice and further hone their craft. The Shorts Prize goes to a film that may have an abbreviated runtime, but conveys a potent depth of character and emotion. Here are the jurors for the Shorts category. Opal H. Bennett, a producer and programmer for the PBS TV series POV. Celebrated film, television, and theater actor Judd Hirsch. And Emory University student Liam Sherman, majoring in film studies and business.
The contenders are Becoming Nakuset, a Canadian woman's heart-wrenching journey to reclaim her Indigenous identity. The Inspection, a timely and deft exploration of the pressures on educators to sanitize history. My Kippah, the quirky madcap Spanish comedy with a core message of humanity and redemption. Pops, the wistful British dramedy of family and faith. Winter of '79, the suspenseful account of a Persian Jewish family's ordeal during the Iranian Revolution. And the Shorts Jury Prize goes to The Inspection.
C'est un événement singulier, oui. Certains historiens disent même unique. Mais il y a un risque à l'enseigner sous cet angle-là, non?
Sous quel angle? Je comprends pas.
Mais qu'est-ce que vous ne comprenez pas? Que ça peut être dangereux de l'enseigner d'une manière trop passionnelle?
Dangereux? Oui, peut-être c'est dangereux. Mais c'est bien, non? De mettre un petit peu les élèves en danger. Pour une fois.
The Inspection intimately conveys the tragic lack of empathy imposed on people when they attempt to censor history. Subverting the notion of the fight against good and evil, the film instead shows us the dangers of giving in to neutrality. In a time where book burnings are omnipresent and school boards are censoring historical writings, Florence Jana's standout performance as a courageous educator illustrates the importance of speaking against injustice and teaching an unabridged view of our actual history in no uncertain terms.
Hello Atlanta, I'm Caroline Bramy.
I'm Frédéric Barr.
We are from Paris.
The Inspection is our first short movie.
And we are very happy to be in the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival.
And to receive that prize, we are very moved and very happy to receive particularly that prize from the Jewish Film Atlanta.
It's a surprise and an honor for us. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
A vessel for tackling some of the most compelling and pertinent topics of our time, documentaries allow audiences to experience someone else's reality or approach a seemingly well-worn subject from an entirely fresh perspective. Please welcome our 2022 jurors for the documentary category. Imara Kennedy, community leader and board member with the National Center for Civil and Human Rights and the Bronze Lens Film Festival. Matt Severson, director of the Margaret Herrick Library at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in Los Angeles. And Ravel Randall, a documentary filmmaking student at Spelman College. And now, our 2022 documentary nominees.
Bernstein's Wall, the galvanizing profile of composer-conductor Leonard Bernstein. Fiddler's Journey to the Big Screen, a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the beloved movie musical. Queen Shoshana, the captivating bio of the Yemeni-born singer Shoshana Damari. 3 minutes, a lengthening, a forensic deep dive into a snippet of amateur footage revealing the people and places lost to the Holocaust. A Tree of Life, the harrowing eyewitness recounting of the deadliest anti-Semitic attack in American history. And the documentary jury prize goes to 3 minutes, a lengthening.
These 3 minutes of life were taken out of the flow of time by David Kurtz in 1938.
Michelsk was not an important town unless you lived there. It was just a town. But of all the Polish towns destroyed in the Holocaust, Michelsk is among the very few that exist in moving pictures, among just a handful preserved in color.
In its forensic investigation of 3 minutes of amateur travel footage from 1938, director Bianca Stigter opens up a galaxy of histories relating to its fleeting, often smiling subjects, most of whom would be murdered soon after during the Holocaust. The filmmakers powerfully employ state-of-the-art technology to bring back to life these people who would be otherwise lost, and is a significant contribution to the documenting of the Shoah and the art of documentary filmmaking. 3 minutes, a lengthening, probes what on the surface might seem inconsequential, but draws the audience in as the filmmakers unravel a mystery to a hideous crime that has yet to occur.
Hello, I'm Bianca Stichter, the director of 3 minutes, a lengthening, speaking to you from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. I'm very thrilled my documentary won the documentary jury prize at the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival. I want to thank the jury for this great honor. I also would like to thank all the people that helped in making this movie. First of all, Glenn Kurtz, writer of the book 3 Minutes in Poland, Maurice Chandler, who appears in the footage as a 13-year-old boy, Helena Bonham Carter for her beautiful voice, Wilco Sterke for the great music, Katerina Wartena for the wonderful editing, and last but not least, producer Steve McQueen and Floor Amherst. Together we have tried to expand time. Thanks for your attention.
Our final jury award goes to the feature-length fiction film that excels across the board, from direction to acting to cinematography to editing. The winner of this category exceeds all critical and audience expectations while conveying both brilliant storytelling and technical mastery. Here are the 2022 jurors for the festival's coveted narrative prize. Matthew Bernstein, a professor of film and media at Emory University and Atlanta Jewish Film Festival board member. Mara Lopez, HBO's senior vice president of post-production, and Evelyn Landy, a sophomore at Emory University studying English and creative writing, as well as film and media.
The nominees for the Narrative Jury Prize are The Accusation, an intense French drama centered on the family shattered by a controversial rape case. Charlotte, the elegant animated feature bringing to life the remarkable story of a German Jewish painter. Image of Victory, an exhilarating anti-war epic told from both sides of Israel's 1948 War of Independence. Let It Be Morning, a wry, pointed dramedy of a Palestinian businessman physically and emotionally trapped by a military blockade. The Survivor, the true story of a Polish prizefighter and Holocaust survivor haunted by shame and memories of the woman he loves. And the narrative prize goes to Let It Be Morning.
شوفك كيف بتطلع علي بحسك تشمئز مني.
ميرا ليه الحكي هذا الساعة؟
لكن بطل تقرب علي.
ميرا
زقت؟
خلص ميرا كفي انت شايف الوضع كيف هون؟
وضع هذا مش الوضع سامي. هذا كتير زمان. ما أنا بشوفك بشوف كيف تطلع علي.
In Let It Be Morning, Eran Kolirin and his marvelous cast provide a unique, much-needed look into the ambiguities and ambivalences, the yearnings and absurdities that govern the lives of Palestinians who live in Israel. The film explores the constraints on their lives imposed by Israel, but also, and more subtly, those internalized by the Palestinian families themselves. With striking imagery, enormous compassion, and an unusual balance of melancholy and humor, the film gives us a much-needed, palpable sense of what life is like for Palestinian Israelis with compassion and great insight.
Hey, my name is Eran Kolirin. I am the director of Let It Be Morning. I'm very honored to be receiving the Best Narrative Picture Award here at the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival. I'd like to thank the member of the jury for selecting my film, and the Atlanta Film Festival crew and members for screening it at the festival. And most of all, you, the audience that came to watch it, thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye from Tel Aviv.
Last but not least, our Audience Awards, where you help to decide the popular favorites of the festival. As we tally your votes, stay tuned at ajff.org/vote for an announcement of the Audience Award winners. Once again, it has been my distinct pleasure to share these prize winners with you. It's you, our audience, who make these movies come alive. So thank you for being a part of the 22nd Annual Atlanta Jewish Film Festival. We look forward to seeing you back in theaters real soon. Until then, stay safe and stay tuned for updates about AJFF programming all year round.
I'd like to say thank you for the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival, for the invitation to participate in this jury. I had a wonderful time screening the films and an even more wonderful time deliberating with my jury members. I look forward to joining you in person sometime soon.
I hope you will enjoy all the movies because they are marvelous. In the words of Ruth Gordon, you think it's hard to get up there? Just try to stay up there.
A very heartfelt thank you to the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival for bringing forward such incredibly moving, thought-provoking, and truly remarkable films.
The films that I saw were such an amazing cross-section of the Jewish experience.
And these films stimulate in us growth and a sense of meaning in our lives. What a great service that the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival provides to all of us.